Okay, what's going on, guys? Michael Jordan, the Copy Dog here, back with a update on my last video, because my last video, it got so I see both sides to it, right? This is about 222 again. Hopefully the last time I have to talk about this, but this is so the video from yesterday is basically just me ranting about 222. That was when it was first leaked that it was coming out. That was before any of the dev update. That was before the watch point. That was before all these articles came out. This was before all that. That video was made before all that. I want to make that clear because some people have been commenting, oh, yeah, well, this and this happened. I'm like, yeah, it did happen after I made that video. So people have to realize that before we continue with anything, okay? I understand that stuff has changed in the last 24, 48 hours of when I released that last video. What was that? Oh my god, that scared me. So a lot of stuff has changed, right? So first off, we had a bunch of patches. There was a nerf to Orisa, which was absolutely needed to prevent a bunker-like composition coming in. I think the shield duration got reduced from 8 to 9 seconds. The Orisa nerf, it's a really good buff towards the right direction of making sure bunker doesn't become a thing. And along with that, they kind of buffed and nerfed Brigitte. They made her so that she could still be a reliable choice with only 2 supports, because it was brought up by the devs that Brigitte felt like a support that could only be with 3, and if it was another support in Brigitte, it could feel like the Brigitte was throwing at times because she wasn't useful. So they buffed her in this essence, which is also sort of a good thing, sort of a bad thing. I kind of like it. I haven't played with her yet personally, but I've heard that she should be still a pretty viable choice, which is like both good and bad. I think the thing that has made me open my mind is how much the players have been supporting this. A lot of the players are extremely happy, especially the DPS. I didn't know this before I made the video, but there was actually a vote by the players. Devs never usually go to their players and say, do you want this patch to be live now? And the players all voted, majority all voted for yes. So seeing that, and they know more about the game than me do. I'm not going to say I know more about the game than them, but them saying, yeah, we wanted this to happen is sort of like a relief, saying, okay, maybe this can be a good thing. I see in the longevity of things that 222 is a good addition. It helps balance a lot more. It helps make the game a little bit more predictable, and it helps for a viewer experience, because we have to remember that Overwatch League is actually going global in 2020, and having compositions that are easier to explain versus a bunch of different compositions is actually a really good thing for viewers wise, and I completely understand that. Another point I actually like about this is I thought playing in the 222 would be kind of bad, but after playing in the PTR, I played for a couple hours today. It's actually really refreshing playing roles that you want to play, or having teammates play roles that they want to play. Because actually, in case you guys don't know, you can queue up for all 3 roles in the PTR. You're given the freedom to do that, which I think is really nice. So, if you can select all 3 and then queue for all 3, and you'll still be sort of a flex player. Because I like to flex in comp. I like to choose whoever doesn't get picked and fill in those shoes, make it a challenge for myself to improve as a player. You can still do that, which is really, really nice. But for the people that just want to play DPS, or they just want to play healer, or just want to play tank, it's super nice. The system is a lot better than I thought it would be. Queue times are short, and that's just in the PTR, and there's still a bunch of people that are playing in the regular game, so I don't think queue times will be that big of a deal, which is a big concern still, but we'll just have to wait and see how it happens. Now, is 2-2 a good thing? Yes, but I will not change my argument of it shouldn't have been implemented in stage 4. But at the same time, I see the argument that it should be implemented in stage 4, and I agree with both arguments. I agree with both sides. I literally can't decide if I think it's a good idea to put it in stage 4, or if I think it was a bad idea to put it in stage 4, because there are arguments for both sides, both very valid arguments, and I honestly don't know at this point. I think the more people get used to 222, including myself, the more that will realize it's something that should have been in the game. It's kind of like when the hero like you couldn't pick 5 Winstons. I forget. It's like the hero balance, not the hero balance. The hero limit, that's what it's called, where you could only play one of each hero. That should have been something that was in the beginning of the game. It was a big, like, sort of complaint. Oh no, that like ruins the creativity of comps, but it's it was a thing that helped the game step into the right direction. And I think with role lock, it can help push the game in the right direction. And the fact that they're taking so much time to test it out, they're taking the month here on the PTR, they're taking 2 more weeks, and they're going to be patching very constantly to adjust hero changes to make sure everything flows very smoothly, I think is a really nice thing. I think it's a little bit too sudden for the league, because the league is going to be run on this exact patch, and bunker is still a very good thing. I really don't want to watch a bunker for 3 months. Hopefully it's more diverse than just bunker. Obviously we know bunker is going to be run on Paris and stuff like it is in the league, but still I hope everything isn't bunker. That would actually kill me. But I'm super happy that the players are happy. That's all I care about. If the players are happy, that means the league is happy, and that means that this thing can be a good thing. So is 222 the right thing for Overwatch? Yes and no. I think for the game life, it is the absolutely necessary thing to do in order to make Overwatch not become a dead game, and for the esport to succeed. But at the same time, releasing something like this late in the league could be considered controversial. I think it's a little controversial, but if the players wanted it to be introduced now instead of later, I respect that decision. But that's going to be it for me today. The first video, I do want to remind you, the first video was when it was just announced. This is me after doing some research, after listening to the players, watching the watch point, watching the dev update, watching everything and reading every article I could on this. I have come to the conclusion that yes, it is a good thing, but I still stand by that maybe it shouldn't have been introduced now. But that's going to be all for me tonight. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I'll be releasing a video tomorrow morning on that, maybe a little giveaway, who knows. But again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.